Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7, like that. Episode 7. I just watched the Episode 6. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna try to make a short intro and a short review for this episode, because today that was not supposed to be like that. I didn't plan to watch the 3 last episodes of this season 2 together, but I just watched the episode 6. And if you know what happened during the episode 6, you understand that I can't do anything else than watch the 2 last episodes. Like, I need to know what is gonna happen next. I'm too worried for the kid, for Grogu now, to do something else. Even if, maybe you can see it, I changed, my clothes, my pullover, because I had an accident, I ate something during the mini break, when I was downloading the rushes of the last episode. I put something into it, so that's it. I changed, my pullover. I need to be quicker because I don't have a lot of time. I didn't plan to watch these 2 last episodes today, but I want to watch them, and I'm really stressed, worried, and a little desperate about what we had during the last episode. I'm gonna put the full reaction part of the last episode on my Patreon, and maybe also for these 2 last episodes. I don't know, maybe. If it's not the full reaction part, it's gonna be the extended reaction part. Check that on the description if you can be interested by that, and before subscribing to my Patreon, to be sure to subscribe to the good level. I'm gonna put the full reaction part because I reacted a lot, because a lot of things happened and I was really not prepared for that. I really thought that the big moments of action, that the big informations or reveals were gonna be for the 2 last episodes, like it was almost for the season 1, and I thought that the show was gonna continue, with that rhythm. And after learning so many things into the episode 5, with the Jedi, I was like, now we're gonna have a regular episode with one mission journey that we're gonna begin and end during the same episode, but not at all. Not at all. I'm desperate now. They took the kid. And okay, the kid is trying to fight back, but he doesn't have the amount of energy to fight back well, and we know all of the experiences that they did on him before, so are they gonna hurt him again? I'm stressed about it. And even if I'm glad that Mando found new allies with Boba Fett and Fennec. Okay, we have new allies, and they are good allies because they know how to fight and to fight well, and they can be really useful, and we need them because we need them. I am voting for Mando and the kid to have allies and friends since they met, they can't do all of what they need to do just by themselves. And okay, we made some friends all along this journey, but each time they are just there for 1 episode, and after that they are living their own lives, their own stuff. We need to have friends, allies that we're gonna keep with us. So I'm glad that for these 2 last episodes we're gonna have these 2 who are good fighters. But is this enough to take back the kid to Gideon and all of his army? I think that he has an I don't know the word in English for that. Army, a lot of different ships, Imperial ships, and he has all of the stormtroopers, okay, but he has also all of these dark Mandalorians, new Mandalorians. There are more. It's made with Beskar or not? Because they made all of that, all of this theme during these 2 seasons about the fact that Mando is trying to take back all of what is made of Beskar, all of what belongs to the Mandalorians, but they made clear also that the Empire has Beskar, they have stuff like that. So right there, this armor I'm wondering. We'll see. What can they do, the three of them, the four of them, because we have also Kara with us, that's great. What can they do, just the four of them, to take back the kid? Mando said that he has a plan with, you know, with that guy that we met season 1, I think, during that jail prison episode. Okay, but is it enough? And we can't go to the New Republic to tell them, hey, the Empire is back. They're not gonna believe us, and they're not gonna trust us, because for at least 3 of these 4, they don't like them. They have trouble with the New Republic. They have some issues with the New Republic, so what can we do? I really don't know. I'm stressed and desperate. Even if I said it myself since episodes, and that's why I love to binge watch shows with you guys, to film my reaction videos, because you have the proofs each time that some of my series are really happening. Not at the good moment, because I told you since episodes that my theory was that at some point Mando and Baby Yoda, Grogu, were gonna be separated, but I thought of that for the evolutions of the characters and their relationship. I thought that it would be great for them to be separated, to prove that they changed, you know, during the time that they were together. But I thought of that for season 3 or 4. It happened just right there. They are separated already. So I was right, but not fully. I'm stressed now, because, you know, I'm rethinking about all of the series that I made about Gideon during these 2 last episodes. I think that I'm gonna have that, and I even had him before, you know, during the last episode already. I had this theory about Grogu seeing a Jedi from the past during that time, you know, on the stone. We didn't see what he saw, so maybe I was wrong about that. I'm saying maybe because I'm thinking, can they do a flashback moment so we can learn what Grogu saw during that moment? Maybe. One of my theories was about the fact that the Jedi that we met is gonna die. Maybe we can have her, you know, as an help for these 2 last episodes, to have the kid back, and maybe she's gonna die during that moment. I don't know why, since we met her, I think that she's gonna die. No, even before that. Even before that, I was planning, you know, to meet her during episode 5 or 6 and to lose her, to lose the Jedi. During that time we didn't know that she was a woman. To lose this Jedi during the last episode. So maybe she's gonna die right there. Oh yes, and the other series, it's about really the future and the fact that Grogu's journey is gonna be about becoming a Jedi, a good or a bad Jedi, because of what the Jedi from episode 5 said. And Mando's journey, it's gonna be about the Mandalorian, about the planet, taking it back, about getting his revenge and all of that. And of course we have Gideon and all of his plans, all of what he wants to do with that, you know, that's gonna be another narrative arc. I'm afraid of my series now, you know, to come sooner than what I planned, or even worse, to be worse than what I planned. Like right there, it's worst, I'm afraid. Oh, I need to stop this intro. Yes. If I want to watch these 2 last episodes today, I need to stop this intro and to make also a short review. I'm gonna try my best. And as you know, for sure you have the episode, the reaction video for this episode earlier on Patreon, at least 1 week sooner, maybe more now, with an extended or full reaction part. Go check the description, I'm telling you that on the description, if you can be interested. Stop the promotional moment and let's go for this episode. I'm stressed. I really don't know what we can do. And the fact that this is the episode 7 and not the episode 8, I think that more bad things can happen during this episode, so we can win during the episode 8. You understand what I mean? We need to lose more than now to really win at the end. And we lost the Razor Crest. I'm really feeling bad, you know, for this episode. Things are gonna go worse before going better. I need my pillow.
Somebody gonna tell me what's going on here? Let's
To
talk for you. You gonna tell me where you're taking me? Hello?
an old friend.
You know, for a second I thought you were this other guy.
Wait for him. And the music.
Hey, Phil.
Remember me?
And why am I so lucky? Because you're Imperial. Hey, that was a long time ago, alright? But you still know your Imperial clearances.
The music is stronger than usually.
Leave this one on Morak.
Morak? There's nothing on Morak.
It's a secret Imperial mining hub.
We're losing time doing all of that. They can do stuff on Grogu.
It's not gonna be long inside, so once I get the coordinates, you guys gotta get me the hell out of there.
You're not going alone.
Alright, Mayfield and I will swap out for the driver's hotel.
Heck, as much as I'd like to take the road trip with Rebel Dropper here, that's not gonna work. And your genetic signature shows up on any New Republic register. If you want to accuse me of something, then just say it.
We don't have time for this. Fennec will go.
Yes.
I'm wanted by the ISB. I'll trip the alarm too.
Boba?
Let's just say they might recognize my face.
Great.
Oh.
So keep going.
I'm coming with you.
But not with this armor.
Showing my face.
You're gonna put a trooper armor?
Look at this. Oh, the shame.
Take care of this. Keep it safe.
You know, it's a shame you're not coming along with us. You got such a sunny disposition. Can't imagine how much fun you are on one of these.
That's not fun at all. He's really annoying.
Ah, there we go.
I hope that we're not gonna keep him, you know.
I don't know how you people weigh those things. But by you people, I do mean Mandalorians.
Can you shut up? This entire episode is gonna be about that mission, about getting this information and all. I know that we need them, but it's a lot of time.
And Empire, New Republic. It's all the same to these people.
I'm seeing it since a long time now. That this show is about the little people, and for them, whether you are the good or the bad guys, you are still people who are deciding to tell to other ones to live by their rules.
I'm a survivor, just like you.
Not like him.
You and I are nothing alike.
You said you couldn't take your helmet off, and now you got a stormtrooper one on, so what's the rule?
To not show his
You can't
face.
take off your Mando helmet, or you can't show your face?
You're no one to judge
Got
him.
their lines they don't cross until things get messy.
They're intact. We need to have information from them before an attack by someone else.
Is she serious?
Who is attacking them? Okay, just real pirates. Ah! We're gonna fight the old way. That's not your armor. Fight again. We need some help right now. One out. Two out. What about the bomb? Send them. Well done. Oh, so many of them. Fight again? They think that they are with us. No, they are defending us. We are defended by weird. Really weird.
Never thought you'd be happy to see stormtroopers.
Weird. Really weird. And the music coming with that is also weird. It's music for the good guy, usually. Okay, we won from this situation, but... Glory of the Empire, you know? You know?
You go in there. Why not? It's Valenaz. He's just serving.
Will he recognize you?
I don't know.
If we don't get those coordinates, I'll lose the kid forever. Give me the data stick.
It's not gonna work. In order to access the network, the terminal has to scan your face.
gonna show your face, Mondo? Now we know his face, but I don't want you to lose your face, you know, in a way, by doing that. They're gonna know your face now. Your face is registered, downloaded into that thing. I hate that you had to show it. He saw it also. Find a good excuse.
What's your TK number?
It's my commanding officer, TK-593, sir.
He's not recognizing you.
We just call him Brown Eyes.
Ah.
Is that right, officer? Go recharge the power cord.
You're not dismissed. You're the tank troopers and delivered the shipment of Redonian.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it's just about that, they know your face. Can they find you, you know, in their registers? I don't know. I'm so sad that he had to do that. Even if we know now that Mandalorians are not forced to really not show their faces, what it means for him, it's...
I wonder what's taking him so long. How about a toast to Operation Cinder? I was in Vernon.
I had to make many unpleasant decisions.
Yes, you did.
You were there. For real.
You lost our whole division right there. Man, it was like 5,000-10,000 people.
All heroes of the Empire.
And all dead.
Mm-hmm.
What was
You
the-
want your revenge for that?
Once he died. What's it do to them? Their families, civilians, those poor mud scuffers, died defending their homes, fighting for freedom.
I prefer you
What's it good for?
when you have that attitude, you know? You seem more sincere and less bragging.
See what the Redonian you delivered? We can create havoc just in a minute. Burning con just pale by comparison. Everybody thinks they want freedom. But what they really want is order.
No.
You're gonna welcome us back with open arms.
Can we kill him? Not now, but at some point.
The Empire.
To the Empire. I said not now!
Here we have to. I never saw your face.
He smiled. You're the only one who is gonna remember his face into that place. We're gonna become friends. Why not? But you need to change your attitude in regular days, you know? Was it? You know what cream I'm talking about? She's so good. Girls. Boys. I love this team. To be sure that they're not gonna do what the guy said.
Nice shot.
Hmm?
Don't need to sleep at night.
Hang on.
Time to shine, Boba Fett. They all had their moments.
All right, officer. Take me back.
That was so nice shooting back. You know, it's too bad Mayfeld didn't get a lot of back then.
Yeah. Too bad.
To me, like, prisoner number 3, 4, 6, 6, 7 died in the refinery explosion on Mora.
No,
Does that mean I can go?
don't ask. Just go.
Okay.
I prefer that, you know. It could be useful, but it was too annoying and I was not sure of his attitude and his motives. But he proved himself, so I'm okay for keeping him alive and free somewhere. You, I swear. What are you doing to the kid?
Moff Gideon. You have something I want.
Someone.
Soon, he will be back with me. He means more to me than you will ever know.
Don't make me cry. Thank you. It means so much now for Mando. That's what I wanted, you know, but like I said, for season 3 and 4, the two of them separated so we can see that they evolved and that their relationship is so strong. I imagined that for season 3 or 4, not right now. That's great, but that wasn't expected. I was not prepared for that and it's making me so stressed. That was one episode, one adventure, one journey, with something that we began and finished during the episode, you know, to get this information about where Moff Gideon is, the coordinates. For that we needed someone, we met him, we had him back because we already knew him and we are saying goodbye to him also at the end of the episode. We were back with that, one episode, one journey. One new ally that we're not keeping. About this journey, this little adventure, okay, yes, we needed these coordinates, so why not? And that story, you know, about that base, about what they were doing there, about the pirates who were trying to explode that thing, about that village, and how they were impacted by the war, it's really confirming me this impression that I have since the beginning, that this show is about the little people, you know, the ones who were impacted by the war without being included into it, and at the end who are living the consequences of it. And some consequences are bad. It's not because of the good people winning, that consequences are all good ones, you know, and of course bad things are happening after the war, and then they are just living by rules of persons who are in charge, but at the end they are just obeying, you know. So I was glad that they talked a little about it, Mayfield and Mando. About the character, about Mayfield, I found him annoying, bragging a lot. How he was talking to our guys and to Mando during the beginning, I didn't like that at all. How he acted, you know, into the base and all, that was better. Not good, but better. It was a good ally for Mando because of the fact that he helped him, you know, in front of that superior. The story that he told, these memories that he had with all of these troopers being killed, dead because of the orders of that person, his revenge at the end. I was saying I want that person to be killed, but not now. And 1 second later, he's dead. That was great still. Even if that moment that was fucking dangerous, it's helping me to not dislike that character. I'm not a fan of him, for sure, and I'm glad that we're not keeping him, even if maybe he could have been useful. I'm glad that we're not keeping him, you know. At the end, this story and what he did, and after that, you know, shooting these ships, I think, so the base is gonna explode and they're not gonna do what the guy said that they will do with all of these products, you know, that was great. For him, for this character to not make me dislike him. We are saying goodbye to him at the end. He's free. Is he gonna stay on this planet? I'm not sure. Maybe we're gonna find him again doing something bad in the future. He can't be a good friend, but at some point maybe he's gonna be a good ally again. Right there, he was useful. That team was working well, you know. The guys, you know, doing that mission, the 2 girls shooting troopers, and Boba Fett being a good pilot. It worked well. That message at the end for Gideon, like, I'm coming for you. That's a good warning. I'm not sure that it's great that you are warning him like that, because now he's gonna be even more in a defensive mode. It was great, you know, because it's a good speech and it's giving an epic moment at the end of this episode, like, yeah, Mando, yeah! But in fact, Gideon is gonna be more on the defensive mode, you know, and after that, how can you infiltrate yourself into his ships or to fight him really by surprise, to attack him by surprise. You warned him, you know? That was great, that was nice, and it almost made me cry, but that was maybe not clever for the strategy that you can do after that. But I'm glad that we didn't see them, you know, Gideon and his men doing something bad to Grogu. I don't know if I can take it. How I'm gonna handle them doing something wrong to Grogu. I'm not sure. I don't want to imagine that. You know, during all of this journey, to go to take Mayfield, then to go to this planet, all of this mission on this planet, then to go to where Gideon is. Maybe to do things before that, because maybe we need some other allies, other ships, you know, to attack, to do something. During all of this time, which is taking entire days, they have Grogu. And they can do wrong stuff to Grogu. I don't want that. I'm afraid of that. I'm like that, you know, I'm really not feeling okay about that. But I'm glad because I'm gonna watch the last episode of this season 2 today, in just some minutes. It's weird. After that, I'm not gonna have anything else, you know, to watch for The Mandalorian. I'm gonna be like you guys, I'm gonna be forced to wait for a new season to come, and I'm gonna be forced to wait between episodes to have new episodes to come each week. Right there today I was supposed to watch one episode, but I couldn't do it, you know. I was too anxious and I needed to see the 2 last episodes. So how I'm gonna do after that to wait an entire year to have news about these guys, entire days to have each week a new episode. That's gonna be weird. You saw me binge watching entire shows, so you saw me falling in love with shows, falling in love with characters. I want to take care of them, I want to protect them, but I have a different affection, you know, for them. And see, for now, I didn't cry for these characters, maybe because nothing really bad happened to them before, so I didn't cry, you know, I didn't have any reasons to cry for them. But I think that it's also not that kind of show, you know, at least for now. It's more a show for action moments, you know, it's more a show which is there for, yes, action moments, to be exciting, to be really an entertainment, than a show to be sad, you know, to put me into that kind of mood. I think that it's because of the fact that it's Disney, it's Star Wars, and they are also targeting kids with this show, so these 3 reasons together, okay, they can create sad moments, but not that sad because they have to deal with that. Understand what I mean? And because they really created this show as a Western show into a Star Wars universe to be entertaining. Since day one, since episode 1, they had that a lot during season 1 with the 1 episode, 1 adventure situation rhythm. As adults, we are used to have long narrative arcs for entire seasons and all, and it's okay sometimes to have regular episodes, slower episodes, because we know that we have to have them to build this narrative arc. But right there for this show, we can't have that, I think, because of that, you know, because of this audience that this show has also. We have also to have these little adventures in each episode. I'm losing myself and I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna close this review right now. It's all for you for today. I'm sorry, but it's not all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.